Good afternoon, Earthlings and ball Earth believers. This is a photo I took earlier from SpaceX. It's the flat Earth, if you like. No, I jest. This is one of NASA's photos, which claims to be a picture of Earth. It claims to be a photo of Earth. There's no photographs of Earth. They're all CGI, which is computer-generated images. I'm a photographer, and there's only so many pictures of the Earth, and because they were created by NASA, and NASA actually says now they are computer-generated. There's the one from 1 year in which the United States of America takes up half the world. I'm expounding flat Earth theory because I've spent months researching it. There's a picture of flat Earth. Now I've sailed around the world many times. I was a merchant seaman for 12 years and sailed around the world and never fell off. I believed at that time it was round, but I'll show you later that you can sail around the world. And I'm going to give you, I'm going to lead you to thousands of proofs that the world is flat. If it's not flat, it's certainly not a round spinning ball going at 1,000 miles an hour, round and round, and then round the sun and round the moon and who knows what, anything that they tell us. So that's some picture, all CGI. Any photos you see of satellites, SpaceX, etc., they're all CGI or cartoons. SpaceX went up yesterday, or crashed yesterday, or whenever, who even believes in SpaceX? If you Google flat Earth, you'll get almost about 10 billion stories. SpaceX heavy rocket was faked. Flat Earth, Wikipedia, yeah. Fake it. SpaceX was faked by Elon Musk, just as an advert for his car. But there we go. Claim Flat Earth Society conspiracy theorists. Yeah, well, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I spent a year studying the moon hoax. When I first got my computer, that was a big thing, the moon hoax. I was going to show you that later, but this is...
people will see the video.
This is a video from Richie from Boston. I'll just leave that on while I'm rambling away to myself. So I spent a year studying the moon. And then at the end of that time, 9/11 happened. I was in Dundee at that time. And I was coming home from university, and the TV shop, all the TVs were on this Twin Towers. And I thought, well, that's not right, So all the conspiracies, if you like, are theories. I mean, the official theory, and it's only a theory, is a load of shit. So I studied 9/11 for about a year, and particularly Dr. Judy Wood. If you look at her, a scientist who is debunked the whole thing. And it just, so we're studying the moon hoax and the photographs. I'm a photographer. It was the photos that drew me to it. Now, when they were on the moon, they didn't take a photo of the Earth. There's a couple of photos was claimed to be off the Earth from the moon, but you can actually see it's photoshopped. Everything's photoshopped, and the shadows on the moon photos, Now I know everybody says, "Oh, there was no stars in the sky." Well, as a photographer, I know that's why, because the colour film, there was no latitude. If you took a photo today with that film and the Hasselblad cameras, you wouldn't see any stars. So it's the same on the moon. You just wouldn't, Although some astronauts say that there is. They saw stars, and other astronauts said they didn't see stars, so they're all actors, they're acting the parts, There's all sorts of theories about the moon, is it made of green cheese? Now, a lot of people thought that for a while, but is the moon illuminated and can it be seen? Does it provide its own? I will get a bloody advert here, so I'll leave that. It's all just advertising, there's all this, okay, I'm a capitalist, but all this space is, NASA gets $50 million a day to do their stuff. Now that's not bad, and they like that sort of stuff. So they make anything. Elon Musk. Now this is the famous photo from the moon. Now when you open that in Photoshop, that moon has actually been, that Earth has actually been photoshopped in there. I could do you a better one, I'm a Photoshop expert. No, I better not say that, but it's just all so crap. But so there's 10 million, what do you call it, web pages. There's more than that about flat Earth, and it's becoming more and more. The other day I was up, and this is my website, by the way, and it's flatearthhighlands.org. And it's just a little page I knocked up. That's a map of the round Earth. I was up in Inverness the other day, and I was talking to everybody that I could about flat Earth. I said, here's this crazy guy. But the Jehovah's Witnesses were having a wee, expanding their universe. And I talked to the guy, I says, well, in the Bible it says the Earth is round. He says, no. And then he looked it up on his Kindle, and it says, the Earth is a circle. I says, there you go, it's a circle. He says, no, it means a sphere. And I says, no, it says a circle. And he looked up the King James Bible and another Bible. He says, it's all saying it's a circle. I says, well, yes, it is a circle. And I agree that God made the universe, a system. I don't believe in religions. And he honestly said, he says, well, religions are the biggest swear word. So anyway, this is, I've got this map. It's like about 6 foot, well, maybe not 5 foot. There it's on my wall with the Scottish flag, So this is my website. Now, curvature. The Earth, they claim, curves at 8 inches every mile, yeah? Now, if you go to Loch Ness, which is 24 mile long, which I've sailed up and down many times in my luxury yachts. So the curvature of Loch Ness would be 266 foot, meaning that if you stood at Loch end of Loch Ness and pointed a telescope or a P900 camera at Fort Augustus, you wouldn't see it because it's below the curvature by 266 miles. Well, excuse me, it's flat. The canals are flat. I've sailed in Suez Canal, Panama Canal, Crinan Canal, Fortin Clyde Canal, all flat. This is a great guy to look up on YouTube, John Smith Globe Bly. Now this is the astrophysicist that he's talking to, and this is well worth a look. John Smith goes round interviewing people and getting their views, but he just happened to bump into an astrophysicist like you do, yeah. So here's there's a link there to 200 Proofs Earth is Not a Spinning Ball by Eric Debase. Now Eric Debase is the top man basically in the flat earth thing, you know. We don't have to believe anyone, but you know, he sort of got the whole thing started. He's an American that lives in Thailand, and he's done tons and tons of things, you know. Actually, this is the Midnight Sun, which I saw in Narvik when I was at sea. I went up to Narvik for iron ore, and you know, we're sitting there having a drink, and he said, "What time is it?" "Oh, it's 3 in the morning." So that was that, you know, so I've seen it. And then the flat Earth theory people have got a theory about how the sun and the moon works. You know, they're above us, but they're not 600 million miles away. They're like, well, I don't know, but do your research, you know. So Eric Debase put a lot of things out. You know, there's another one, the history of flat Earth. Dinosaurs never existed. You know, there's all sorts of things that we can go into. But I'm just looking through. Here's these 200 proofs again. It's 1 hour 59 minutes long with, you know, pure research. And it's certainly worth a looking, you know. It's like, you can't say anything because I was at a thing up here, they're bringing Muslim immigrants to Russia and the Highlands, and there was 50 people in the room, and I says, how many of you have read the Quran? And not one of them had read the Quran, and they're talking about Muslims and all that. Now I was 6 months in Israel, and I started reading the Quran there, and I've read it, you know. But how can anyone discuss Islam without having read the Quran? While I was in Israel, I read the New Testament. I was actually in Jesus' tomb, and but I would urge everybody to read the Quran. I mean, you can't just accept things. Well, I believe you've got to question everything. I sent an email today to the Dingwall Academy headmaster asking if they teach critical thought and so on. Now here's a bit of video. It's about planes. The Earth's spinning around at 1,000 miles an hour. So this plane is going maybe, I don't know, 500 miles, and it's landing on a spinning ball. You know, it's going to crash here actually, because. And then the thing is about planes. If a plane goes to New York, say, let's say it takes, oh dear, it takes 5 hours. Well, it should take 2.5 hours coming back because of the spinningness of the Earth. But there's all sorts of things. But if you can, now, I was talking about religion, yeah. Now, I just this morning looked up Hindu cosmology, and you know, this is for years. The Earth up till 500 years ago was flat, and then 500 years ago it changed to be a globe. Here's a wee poem thing. Darkness there was at first, by darkness hidden without distinctive marks. This was all water, that which becoming by the void was covered. That one by force of heat came into being, who really knows. Now, this was written probably, I don't know, I should look, but you know, quite a long time ago, before I was born anyway. So that's Hindu cosmology. Do have a look at that, you know, it's well, I used to do yoga, I'm too fat. But here's my, my charming YouTube channel. Auschwitz, 2 survivors I have met, yeah, Zoe Polanski-Palmer and Dundee was the last one. And here's me talking to this. I mean, and there's flat Earth. Just a couple. I just got the Nikon P900 camera, and this was from 3 years ago. My videos about my yachting, and yacht Chaffin would be really fit. So I wish I had my yacht. You know, I would sail around the world again. But there we go. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? So that gives you something to be thinking about. It gives me something, you know, I'm just chatting away, all sorts of stuff. But so basically I'm pushing my website, you know, and hopefully I'll get advertising on it and I'll make £1 million, you know. So there, it's Flat Earth, Highlands of Scotland. The Earth is flat, and it's www.flatearthhighlands.org. So we'll just put you off now.